We're back. EGR tube's still on there. It's breaking before it's coming out, it looks like. So I need to decide what I want to do. But it's definitely breaking. It's mushrooming. And decide if I want to try to cut it and get a new one. Then I have to worry about trying to get this out, leave it, hope it still works, try to do this with it still connected to the intake. I haven't decided, but we got, let's see, take you over here to the distributor. Got the distributor bolt out. It's a Torx, I think it was a 15. One was the Phillips head. Now, we lift this straight off. This one's not loose all the way. There it goes. All right, lift this straight off. This comes straight off, and we got the distributor down here. Now, this is the metal tab I was saying, and it sucks the way this is pointed because I guess I can mark it. I'm gonna try to mark it back here somewhere. Well, I guess it's not too bad, but we'll mark it back here somewhere. I've already got the shaft marked and the bracket. So we're going to get this out. It's a 13 millimeter. We'll get this out and I'm going to wait and try to maybe, not sure yet what we're going to do with this. I don't know if you can see it or not. What do you think, Jake?
I don't think nothing.
You don't think nothing. All right, let's get that distributor pulled. Watch out, get out of the way of the camera.
I don't think I see my ass though.
I need a 13 here. 14, 12. Once again, we're scrounging through Joe's tools. See if there's a 13 on that 3/8 right there. Well, actually, I need a 13 wrench. I'm gonna try to. There's a 13 wrench sitting over there. All right, take this 13 wrench. Put it on. We'll loosen the tab.
Mine's 12 millimeter.
There's a tab on his Toyota is a 12 millimeter. In case you need it. We was going to do a video about how to not put a fuel pump in a 1989, right? Toyota pickup truck. Cut the bed open.
Outside.
Well, there's the tab and bolt. We'll save it. Like I said, probably a good idea to label all this stuff. Now, the distributor will just pull straight out. Just like that. I know, I can see it from here. All right, we'll find somewhere in this mess to set the distributor. You got somewhere over there? All right, while I decide what we're gonna do on this EGR tube, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the alternator. I'll pull the alternator in the bracket. Looks like 13 or 14. Looks like 1, Looks like two 14mm bolts. I'm not sure. Yeah, 14 here. Looks like one's a bolt and one's a nut on a stud, similar to the power steering. Oh, as you can see, we removed the power steering pump bracket. We just pulled this stud out.
E8.
An E8
star socket.
That's what he used to pull it out, and then we just pulled the bracket right off. But we needed our way to mess with this EGR tube. There's one bolt, and we'll take the nut out if I can get it. There's one on the bottom too.
That's for the bracket too.
Yeah, give me the. So there's also one on the bottom underneath your belt tensioner. I'm gonna remove this bracket holding this water hose that's attached above your idler pulley. Now we should be able to pull that straight off. Hopefully the belt or the fan won't be in the way, because believe it or not, Joe doesn't have a crescent wrench big enough. As you see, pulled the whole bracket, tensioner, and idler pulley off. Bunch of mud. Somebody's been mudding in this truck at some point. They ain't even got to take the alternator off. I done lost the nut on the back of the alternator. I got to find something to put on it. All right. Now, while we're waiting, we'll figure out here. Let's remove this valve cover. It looks like a 10mm. We'll remove the valve cover and take a look in here. I thought that was loose enough. That one is. This should just pull straight up. Probably be a little stuck from being stuck to the gasket. That looks surprisingly really good. You can tell how this is a newer engine. It looks surprisingly really good. Looks really good. I'm surprised. Probably intake problem at some point.
Supposed to be a little crooked like that.
That's probably just in the stroke where it's at. It's pushing it up. Let's get the camera over here. Look at this. As you can see, this looks really good. You can tell this is a newer motor. Only problem we're really having so far, I can tell, on this is the gas rich problem.
What's that hole for?
It's where your oil drains back into your block. He's asked about what this hole was for. Right here. It's just for your oil to get back down in your block. So what I'm gonna do then, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this side until I figure out what we're gonna, see if you can pull that engine stand up a little bit. All right, yeah, just a little more room. I'm gonna pull the exhaust manifold on this side, and we're going to take a look at these spark plugs. It's probably a 14. These are probably, or we're going to spray them with penetrating fluid. Not sure this is even going to work at all, but I've had more luck out of heat than anything. But I'm gonna try to get them off real quick. They're probably about a 14.2. Actually a little loose. Well, that one came out easy.
That's a fucking farce.
2 easy ones. Don't pull them out yet. I'm gonna get a camera shot. All right, I'm gonna show you what we did. All right, this is your exhaust manifold. These are the bolts I pulled. As you can see, they're gonna be rusty. When we put these back in, we'll try to clean them up and put some anti-seize on them. There's 6 bolts, 2, 4, 4, 6. This is the last one. Go ahead and crank it out, Jake. All right, now this should come off. Wait, some of these bolts aren't all the way out. All right, now you see it just comes right off. We'll leave them bolts hang in there. And this is the gaskets.
Stayed on the motor.
Yeah, these are the gaskets. We'll have to clean that up a little bit. We're gonna label these first. Grab that piece of tape there. Actually gonna label these. I wanna know where they go to. Like I said before, there's that orange tape right there. That's thread tape. Okay, so on a Chevy engines, it's gonna go, your number 1 cylinder is gonna be on the driver's side, front right. 1, 3, 5, 7, and then over here 2, 4, 6, 8. So we know this last spark plug wire goes to 8 on the distributor. We'll write 8 on it. Then we'll go on down the line, 6, 4, 2. Pull the spark plugs, huh? Yeah. Pull the spark plug out. All the spark plugs on the other side. You can see the carbon buildup pretty bad on them. Set them over there. Now with this EGR tube, can't get it off. It's not gonna come off, so I'm cutting it. Gonna buy a new tube. Whether you want to cut yours or not is up to you, but this is how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna cut it here, right above the fitting. Then I'm gonna cut it here, right above the fitting, and we're gonna use a socket and impact and try to get them out. I'm gonna cut it. You should wear safety glasses. Don't pay attention to me. And it's loose. Now, take this little bracket off. What size is that, Jake? 12 millimeter.
See any more nuts or bolts laying in there?
There it is. Cut off. We'll try to save this. We'll try to save this. But I'll be buying a new tube. Must have been some residual.
Damn, look at that. I'm a
Came right out.
Damn, I'm smart.
That was Joe's idea. It worked.
$79.95.
My idea first.
Need to get that out.
Fight over the idea.
Now this one. Try to get this one out. And there's that. Your EGR tube should be attached, but it's not. Now, I'm gonna pull this intake off. Looks like a 13. Check and see what size that is. All right, first we're gonna remove this water hose. Right here. I'm gonna remove this underneath your thermostat housing.
Way too tight.
What size is that?
13.
13 millimeter. There's 8 bolts. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's that? Oh, 5, 6. It's hard to see through this little screen. 7, 8. Get this water hose loose and those bolts out, and this intake will come out. I bought new intake bolts. You should always try to replace, at the minimum, your head bolts. I'm replacing intake and head bolts, and you can see why. What is it?
Don't look like it goes all the way down through. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Was it just screwed in there?
Yeah. That's not an intake bolt because there's your 8. Put it down there.
All right, we'll throw these over here for now. Now, this is probably going to be stuck. We'll try to pry up on it with our hands first. We need to get a pry bar. We'll try this pry bar first. Careful what you pry against. I'm prying underneath the thermostat housing. Right here. See if you can find anything. Don't pry any mating surface. Don't pry against the head or pry against the side if you do. There we go, pull it off. Is it?
A little carbon down in there.
All right. See here, they got so much RTV in this crap. It's unbelievable. You can see some gasket trouble here. Here, you can see the gasket's ripped. This gasket looks pretty decent on this side. You do not need, these are self-sealing. The only place you need RTV, show them again, Jake.
Back here.
In here. Here and here. Not here. Don't know what the hell. Don't know what that is. Here. But otherwise, all that looks good. I'm pretty sure the intake gasket was the problem. We'll look at the head gaskets though. We'll clean all that off. We'll get these heads off. Okay, we got this valve cover loose. pretty good over there too. We're gonna go ahead and remove exhaust manifold on this side. We're gonna remove exhaust manifold now, and that one wasn't even tight in the least little bit. All right, let's see here. Head bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then also down here, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Total of 17. Remove the spark plugs from this side. Okay, gonna take the head bolts here. Using this, a lot of people say don't use them, but I don't think it hurts for removing them. There it went. Now, could be loose. Could have to pry on it a little bit. Leave the push rods in there if we can.
What technically you probably could have did instead of adjusting on, don't move those. And really, you can bolt the head back down.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna try to. You shouldn't have to do anything.
That's not the right way to do it.
Well, what's the right way, Joe?
Pull the fucking rockers loose and readjust all the valves. How are you out of the house this late, man?
I do what I want.
You better get your ass out of here or you're in trouble on the ground.
And here's your head gasket off. And remove these two brackets. Have the spark plug wire, looms, and the dipstick is welded to this one. So we'll remove them and this head should pull up. Be a 10 millimeter. Yep. Oh.
But I have seen people put the heads back on just like that and never adjust the valves. I technically myself don't really recommend it.
What do you recommend, Joe? Adjusting the valves. That's what we'll do then. I need somewhere. Okay, got it all off. You got them lined back up. What are you looking for to see if it's... I don't think so. Yeah, they say. Anyway, let's take a look at this. We're gonna call this a stopping point. We'll start cleaning and installing tomorrow. These are your push rods, lifters, pistons. Looks good. I think the intake was the only problem, huh?
I gotta clean it that good.
No, that's the good thing about them good gaskets.
They don't stick.
They don't stick as bad, just around. They just seal around. They just seal around the
Pistons are real good. Or cylinders.
the cylinders. Thank you. Seal around the cylinders real good. So we'll just clean all that off. clean up some of the intake and the main cleanup. What is this? Look at this.
Joe said that's where he pulled the head off, but I don't know.
I need to get that out of there. See if you can find some napkins to suck that out of there or something. Well, the main thing is going to be cleaning up all this carbon on the lower intake and the upper intake. And cleaning the heads. And that'll be it. All right. We'll pick this back up tomorrow.